Okay, I am super excited right now. I am in Brighton, England for the very first time. Abby, thank you so much for joining me. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Good.
Yeah, our communications, you've been so kind.
Thank you. So have you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I've just been on the website looking at the beautiful photos. We're here at the Artist Residency, and you shared with me it opened in 2008, and the very first one was here in Brighton.
Yeah, we are the original of the company. Started out in 2008. It has been within the group technically for a little bit longer. So Justin, one of our co-owners, it was his mum running just like a little standard hotel on Regency Square, just around the mill. And then afterwards, she had a little bit of an accident. So Justin and at-time girlfriend Charlie dropped out of university in Leeds to come help over and take over the business. From there, they end up thinking, let's do something fun, like spin it up a bit. And so he put an ad out on Gumtree, which is like, have you got it in America, like Facebook Marketplace?
Okay.
Basically saying, oh, if you're an artist, come stay in my hotel for free. If you do up a room, like kind of like a bed and board, but they're paid to decorate. And that's how we started off by doing artist residencies to become the artist residence. And yeah, we are the only hotel out of all the ones in the company that have the original artist rooms, which is quite fun.
I have chills. I'm an artist, and a lot of the people who tune into the show are artists, entrepreneurs, art lovers, collectors. So this is very apropos and really touches the center of my heart. I just really want to circle back around to, Justin and the mother and the accident and Charlie stepping in. And in those circumstances in life, because it is what it is now, and there's multiple locations, but when you're in the crux of it being one, during that time, that's true love there. That is true love to step in and to help out someone and their family. And so I just want to say that because where I'm sitting right now, I feel that love. It's cozy. It's very warm. It's very loving here. And that's the core of where it must come from, there in the artist.
No, I feel like it is quite a big part of our brand, like to have a love for art, a love for the spaces. Like we don't want our guests to come and feel as though they're staying in a very upmarket hotel. We are aware we're a lovely place to stay. We've got artwork all over the walls. But we want it to feel like you're coming and staying in like the cool aunt's house or like a family member's. Like it's comfortable, it's relaxing. You can just be yourself and just make yourself fully at home. That's what we want for everyone coming to the hotel.
Lovely. That's so beautiful. Thank you. And I feel just that by being here. So shifting in, tell us, there's when people go to the website, what is the website one?
artistresidence.co.uk.
Wonderful. And then how many locations are there?
So we've got us, obviously, the original in Brighton on the coast of England, one in Pimlico in London, quite close to Victoria Station, Oxfordshire, so right out in the countryside, very cute little spot there, Penzance down in Cornwall, and then also one in Bristol.
Wow, amazing. I've been to Cornwall before.
It's nice, isn't it? The beaches. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to Cornwall. I went to Newquay. I flew out of Newquay.
Yeah.
It's like the Venice Beach, California, surf vibes. And then I went to St. Ives.
Lovely. It's really beautiful down there, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So where is the artist residency in Cornwall?
In Penzance, so one of the small towns on the coast.
Okay, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And then shifting kind of into the art here, when people see the art, what can they expect to find?
We've got quite a mix. So we've got rooms done by Jessica Alban, Joe Webb, Black Larat, Pure Evil, and then throughout the hotel, there's various pieces of original artworks from loads of artists that kindly we've been able to have given by galleries. I just fact check that. I don't know for 100%. And yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot of like wonderful pieces throughout the hotel, which really do stand out to a lot of the guests. I mean, they're beautiful in the way of how they are as artwork, but also working with our aesthetics as well. They are just stunning and it's beautiful to work around too.
Mm-hmm. And then for some of the artist names that you mentioned, because we don't know every artist and some people could be art lovers, but even if we're artists, we're always discovering new artists. So some of that you mentioned, are they local to Brighton? Are they local in UK? Who are some of these artists that you mentioned that you know very well of?
So all predominantly British artists. A lot of them, as these are the original rooms, they're the ones who probably saw the advert back in the day on Gumtree about artist residencies and then reached out to do the rooms, such as like Jessica Alba and Joe Webb. They're in our tiny sea view rooms and our comfy rooms, some of them, which are all part of the original building from back in the day, from when we first started out doing the residencies. Yeah.
And then how many rooms are there total?
So we've got 24 rooms in total, 3 of which are below deck, big sharer rooms if you want to bring all your friends, family style as well. And then we've got our free apartments as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then, I mean, right over here is just a lovely view of the water.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
I mean, it's just so wonderful. It's so breathtaking.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish everyone could see what I see over here. It's just
Literally like a stone's throw from the beach. I'm right by the iconic Old West Pier as well, which is pretty beautiful.
okay. So tell us about the iconic West Pier and some history here in Brighton.
So it's been around for literally like centuries. A while back it did burn down, but instead of having it be removed and stuff, they kind of kept it on as like a part of the history of the city. So it's centered right across from Regency Square, which is one of the squares looking onto the beach. And then, since then they have rebuilt and done a new pier further down, but they keep the old relic just as a little memory thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it adds to the charm of the old square as well. You've got the beautiful old tan houses that are Regency style from back in that period of time.
We're skipping through that one. Okay, so I'm hungry. We're going straight to the food. You know, we connected. I hear there's a new Blake's menu.
Yeah, Blake's Bistro. So we recently rebranded. We've always had a bar area and also a breakfast restaurant within the hotel. But recently we have rebranded to Blake's Bistro for our front of house section. It's named after Charlie and Justin's son, Blake, which I think is quite sweet. As said, we're very big on like, it's a small business, keep it in the family. It's very comfortable. It's great. So our menu is very, very heavy on like local and seasonal produce. So ideally we want it to be very heavily available for like alternatives such as gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, with as many options for that and as little additives as possible as well.
Yeah, that's very mindful. Yeah, very clean. Wonderful.
Yeah, but still wholesome. Like you're not just there picking at a bunch of leaves. It is a wholesome, filling meal that you're going to enjoy and be comfortable with instead of just like a salad as you normally get in most places.
Yeah, and it just opened recently.
Yeah, literally just a couple of weeks ago. And then the bar menu launched last Friday.
And so when they were preparing the menu, did they know exactly or did they bring in different chefs? Were you able to try different items?
So we worked with a couple of our chefs throughout the company, primarily one of our main London chefs, as well as our food and beverage manager. And then the owners worked quite closely on it. It was quite a big group effort to make it very much so something that would work for everyone and make sure the quality is there, whether it's in presentation, the taste, the development of all the dishes are very key to us as well.
Mm-hmm. And have you tried one or two dishes that are your absolute favorites so far?
Tried quite a few. One of the lucky parts of being one of the managers. I've got to know about the menu. I've got to be able to talk about it to guests. Personal favourites, definitely our hispy cabbage. It's got like a miso glaze over a wonderful tahini base. 10 out of 10, like so good. Lemon salt as well, for people who do like their fish. It is a whole one, not like filleted, but definitely worth it. Like it's soft, it literally falls apart and the lemon just balances out the softness of the fish too.
Wonderful. And then if people are just the locals passing by, they can go to Blake's Bistro even if they're not staying here.
Oh yeah, totally open to non-residents. So if you want to pop in for a cup of tea, dinner, drinks, it's open to everyone.
Yeah, speaking of tea, look at these little cute cups we have in here. And then, where are you originally from?
So I'm from West Sussex, so around Brighton, just bordering towns. I lived here for most of my life, grew up spending a lot of time within the city. I've always loved it here. I've always loved the North Lanes and stuff. The only time I left is I moved to Liverpool for about 4 years. But I miss Brighton too much and the charm of the city. So I moved back down about a year ago.
So let's talk about the charm of the city, because I felt it when I got off the train. Like,
It's something else. Like, genuinely, Brighton's not like anywhere else in the UK, in my opinion. Like, it's wonderful. It's magical. It's a hub full of creatives. It's all about supporting your community. Like, it's got a very big community essence here. Like, everyone supports everyone. You support your local business, your local pub. And I feel like it's just such a friendly and welcoming environment throughout. Like, it's wonderful. I love it.
really friendly. It's very cheery, very friendly. You feel like you're watching a movie. I mean, it especially because it's the festive holidays right now. So there's the music, and is it the churros? Are they churros? Is that what I saw?
Probably somewhere.
So, like coming off the train, and then there was the Christmas tree. But no, everyone's smiling and friendly, and like they see someone's talking with someone, and they're like, and they're waiting, they're patiently. Because I'm in New York, so everybody has this like very like and the harsh and abrasive, and it's dirtier. But this has a huge charm here, and I felt it, and I just think I need to move here.
Yeah, honestly recommend it. Like, I tried to move away. I didn't last. I did about 4 years and I had to come back down. Like, it's something different living so close to the sea as well. And it's a stony beach, but it's still a beautiful beach. And the sunsets genuinely aren't unmatched.
So do you go swimming?
I do, not in winter, but I try my best to in like spring and summer and autumn. But October's normally like my cut-off point. But yeah, it's a good sea to go for a swim in.
So is it really busy in Brighton during is that tourist season when it's in the summer, like anywhere, like leaving New York? We go to the Hamptons all year round, but
we're your version of the Hamptons, basically.
It's like that.
Peak tourist season. The beach is packed out. But when you live here, to go certain parts where it's a little bit quieter. So you can still enjoy the sunshine and the sea without being overwhelmed by tourists.
Yeah, I just feel that, not to say I don't want to be here in the summer, but I feel coming in the weekend, or the winter is the secret.
It is. It's a lot nicer. It's calmer. It's quieter. But you've still got people coming from the local counties, from London. They're all coming in to do Christmas shopping, see the small businesses, explore all the little lanes. And I feel like then there's still a buzz, but it's more relaxed. It's more wholesome. It's very, very charming, in my opinion.
And there's a lot of youth here. It's very young. I mean, there's some gorgeous people. I'm like, whoa, like there's some like really beautiful people. And there's a lot of youth. There's elderlies, but they're very happy. But the youth, yeah.
We're quite a university city as well. So we've got, I believe, 4 universities within the city or on the outskirts. So you've got Uni of Brighton, Sussex University, BIM, which is a music one, and also Waterbear, which is a music one.
Music one?
Yeah, so music universities.
Okay.
So BIM and Waterbear. BIM is a local, like UK-based brand for universities. There's a few around the country, I believe. And then Waterbear, I'm pretty sure, is just Brighton. But it's a city where the music scene is massive here. Like, I remember growing up, go to gigs every evening after school or after college. It is wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, when I was coming in, by the time this airs, the person's going to be gone and it'll be okay. But I was coming in and I thought the person was the DJ and he's an artist and he was a guest staying here. And you can tell, you were telling me like the band he's in. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
Oh, never mind. We are not actually saying, because some people may want to be private.
Yeah, we're not able to say.
Yeah, some people might. I love that actually. Yeah, we did Sabria. We teased. Yeah, we did it on purpose. No, oh yeah, that's really smart.
But yeah, I mean, because we're a music heavy city and we are known as an artist hotel,
Right.
The local music scene, it's a cool place to work. You do meet some very interesting people, especially as like a big music fan myself. Like, I love it. It's great.
Who are a couple of your favorite of all time?
Favorite of all time? Probably a London-based band called Wolf Alice. I've been a big fan of them over the years. Mixing it up a bit, house DJ called Jamie XX, if you know the XX.
Of course.
Yeah, amazing. I got very lucky over the summer to see him do a little terrace party at Concord 2. So that's one of our local venues. It's right on the seafront, basically across the road from the beach. And in the summertime, they do terrace parties and day events. Wonderful spot to be. It is the place to be. And yeah.
So there's no reason to leave Brighton.
Basically, no. All the artists that you want to see will come to you
all year round.
all year round. And
It's like New York, but
basically, yeah,
it's more charming.
Yes, and you've got so many tiny venues such as Dust, right below Chalk, Green Door Store, loads of other ones where you go and you see the local university bands, the smaller ones just trying to break into the industry. And it's great because there's just always something happening. Like literally, there's never a night without having something to go and do or got someone to go and see or a new place to explore.
Yeah, and then just popping on a train to London, how long does it take?
Probably about 48 minutes to an hour.
This is too good to be true. This is too good to be true. Because I flew into Gatwick, literally, and I mean, this is new for me, but usually there's human beings, and you have to wait in line, and they have to ask you questions, and nothing.
No, you just scan and you're
scanned. I did my quick photo. I literally went 3 minutes. I was on the train, South Terminal, straight from the airport, 4 stops in Brighton. I walked here.
And there's also a direct train as well.
It was a direct train, 4 stops. It was 30 minutes. And it's clean and it's nice. And there were really good looking people on the train.
Everyone looks so cool here as well.
Nice.
Like they're good looking, they're stylish, they're cool. Like it's such an expressive place as well.
Yes.
Like everyone, you express yourself. Like you dye your hair a fun color, you wear vintage clothes, you can be colorful, you can be fun. It's not a beige place to be.
Yes.
So I feel like it adds to everyone being like really good looking because they look interesting. It's cool.
Eccentric.
Yeah, very eccentric.
The gentleman taking our tickets, he had a lavender purple goatee.
That is basic. I love that.
So chill. And I was like, because at the airport, they told me, oh, yeah, just ding it with your phone to get through to the train.
Yeah.
You don't have to actually get a ticket. So I'm like, okay. And I was telling him, he's like, yeah, but it doesn't do it when you get off in Brighton, but they'll automatically refund you within 48 hours. It just seems like such an honest system.
Yeah.
So wholesome and honest, and get to Brighton. Yeah. And then, yeah. So, wow, we really went all over the place here. Are there any other things that I missed or that you want to share?
Probably good spots to go to if you do visit the city.
Mm-hmm.
That could be quite fun. So obviously it's a big city. We're full of independence. One thing I always say, working in a hotel, you have a lot of people visiting. Never go to a chain. Like don't go to the Ivy, don't go to Oaxaca. All great places to go, but this is a city where there are so many amazing options, literally a 2-minute walk away from wherever you are. So some of my favorite places is if you like your vintage pieces. Yeah. Snooper's Paradise is wonderful. It is heaven on earth. It is massively a jumble of vintage home decor, old books, jewelry, clothing, women's and menswear up in the attic as well. It is insane and I highly recommend checking it out. And it's right in the heart of the North Lanes where you get the most Brighton vibe. Like not one of those shops to the chain. It's all independent. Every other shop front is going to be a cafe right next to it. And the local coffee spots do some really good coffee as well.
So how far is it from here?
North Lanes, depending how fast you walk, I'd say probably about a 10-minute walk.
I walk fast.
I say, yeah, you probably get it done in like 7 minutes. But yeah.
So before I was coming, there was a list of, the emergency numbers, taxi, non-emergency numbers, and then like the beautiful restaurants and coffee shops and stuff. But and this one other thing we'll talk about in a minute. But there was a whole paragraph on the artist galleries.
Yes.
Are one of the links what you just mentioned?
No, but I can run you through some of our local galleries as well.
Yeah, and some of the local galleries have some of the artwork here, right?
So a lot of places do. Enter Gallery, we work quite closely with as well. They are Enter Gallery.
Okay.
So they're based right in the heart of the North Lanes. You cannot miss them. Big glass shop front, beautiful art just popping from the outside. It's a great little spot. It's great even if you want to pop in and have a nosy at the art. If you're looking to get a piece to have home, it's a great little spot, and we do work quite closely with them as well. And yeah, I'm
gonna go there tomorrow or the next day for sure. Maybe other hours and stop in. Yeah. Okay, so I am an art head.
Yeah.
Okay, so I definitely saw like the Brighton Art Museum, and then I stalked the Royal Pavilion, and I mean, they're like, forget Rockefeller on the website. They're like, forget Rockefeller Center with their, I guess they have like a massive tree this year. So
Yeah.
Tell us, you go to Royal Pavilion?
I do. I quite like having a little walk around the pavilion. It's beautiful because it's the old gardens as well. And it's done quite like in an Indian architectural style from back in the day when like, probably going to say about like 1800s, very likely. And it's just insane there. Like the building is beautiful. The architecture is incredible. The gardens are wonderful. On winter time, they'll pop up a big old tree all lit up. And if you pop your head around the back of the pavilion, there's actually an ice rink popped up out there as well for the evenings, which is quite fun as well. So if you want to go a bit ice skating, it's all there as well.
Wow. Wow. So exciting. And then, okay, so I'm stunned, and this is my first time. So I'm coming from the airport, and then when I'm getting closer to Brighton, I'm looking out the windows. And I remember one time I was at Stratford upon Avon, and we went to Anne Hathaway's cottage, and the way that the shape of the top, it's very like, I guess country it would be, right? Very traditional.
Yeah, like the old like Tudor style thatched cottages, that kind of style. Yeah.
I just thought it was so charming. And then my mind was just like so big. I was overwhelmed because when I'm looking at Google at the Brighton, and you see a lot of the pier, you see just a lot of the seafront in the area. But when you come, there's this, all this land. Like it's pretty massive population here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like such a big place. That's the most bizarre thing. Like Brighton is a big city, but when you live here, like we kind of joke, it's like it's a big village. Like it doesn't feel like you live in a city. It's
a city.
It is a city. Like Brighton and Hove is a city.
It is a city.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel like it living here.
Okay.
Because it's just such a community base, and you literally can be walking around, and as a local, you're always bumping into people you know.
Really?
Yeah, literally. That's why we all say it feels like a big village, not a city. Yeah. I can run through some of my favourite restaurants, stuff like that, and bars. Yeah. Because Brighton might be like need to be fact checked. This was a few years ago. Actually was one of the cities with the most pubs per square mile, which is quite impressive. We have a lot of pubs and bars.
Yeah, so my friend just shared with me, like he was bar hopping, and he told me that what you just said, that it has the most.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, super stunned in Florida. I had no idea.
Yeah, there's so many. Like it's a great place for nightlife because there's so many fun options as well. Like amazing pubs to go to, really cool like later bars, like Dead Wax Social's a really fun spot. East Street Tap as well, if you like a bit more of an alternative style. And then loads of clubs as well for the students who come and stay here as well. But yeah, it's a great city to go out in, or even like going out in the day, going for a bite to eat, go to Plateau, have some small plates and natural wine, burnt orange if you want like charcoal grilled items. Like it's insane. Like there's so many options.
And what time is it closed here?
Quite a mix. So I feel like weekdays, probably like a lot of places probably go till like 1, 2 at the latest. Weekends, you do have some places where they'll go to maybe like 5, 6.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay. I mean, because I lived in LA for so many years, and everything closes at 2. Like so industry, everything closes at 2.
Oh my God, I couldn't do that.
Shuts down. And everything, a lot of the places are like at hotels. And in the bar rooftop, but it is done at 2. So then people would just get like rooms.
Yeah.
And like party in rooms or whatever like that. But New York, it was 4, every way hour, because it was always open up later. And then I grew up in Michigan, same too. But wow, 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Some places go late, pretty late. Wow. Yeah. If that's your vibe, go for it. Personally, couldn't hack it, but I love that it's there as an option.
Right, right. I mean, everyone goes through different stages in their lives.
Yeah.
Different things. Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining me and sharing, the artist residency with me and the person tuning in. So I'm really excited to explore and, just keep spreading the good vibes.
Yeah, exciting. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Thank you so much for tuning in to She's All Over the Place. Make sure you check the show notes below. We're going to have some amazing photos for you to check out. from Blake's Bistro, and then some other surprise photos I'll add in there too. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.